Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And newbies, welcome, welcome, welcome. In our celebrity gossip and news, the sisters are fighting. If y'all have been watching the SWV and Xscape reality TV show that airs on Bravo Sundays at 9:30 p.m., then you already know what's been going on with the sisters Tamika and Tasha Scott. And the wannabe fifth member, Mama Scott, is what I call
You
her.
wrong when you disrespect me. You wrong when you talk to me in a kind of way. Okay, I am the fifth member. When I first put that microphone in your hand when you was a little girl, I am the fifth member. When your daddy walked out on me and he didn't care whether we swim or sank, I am the fifth member. How about that?
Okay, and Tamika, she's been accusing Tasha and her husband Rocky of stealing her $30,000 royalty check.
It's like this all the time. It's always two against one.
Tamika, that is not
It is,
true.
Mama, it is.
Wow. I stand up for you.
Mama, when have you ever...
I stand up for you many times.
Never against Tasha.
What you want to come against me for?
When you do things wrong, Mama get
What do
quiet.
I- what do
when
I
you
do?
do
What do
stuff,
I do wrong?
when you
I
stole
do not
my
get
money,
Heard nobody steal your
when
money?
you and Rocky stole my money, Mama didn't say nothing. Mama got quiet, just like she quiet now. I'm tired, Mama. I'm tired.
If you so tired,
I'm tired.
you should have came and
Mama,
talked
I've
to
been talking to
me.
you about it. You know they stole my money.
Ain't nobody stole
You
no
know they did. You know they did. You still acting like you don't know.
Cut the cameras off.
Was your mom angry because you put this on blast in front of camera?
Yes. Because she don't want nobody to know that her precious daughter did this to her sister.
Since the episode aired, Tamika, Candy, and Tiny has come out and explained in detail what happened and how Tamika found out how her sister and husband Rocky got their thieving hands on her 30K royalty check. Because it gets deeper than just that. There was fake email accounts being made and people pretending to be Tamika. Take a listen of what they had to say.
You know, the show, like we said, kicked off with the bang. A major storyline for this season is the issues that you're having with your fourth group member, Latasha, your sister, Tamika. And really the issues that were, I guess, a result of the conversation that you were actually trying to have with your mom and your sister. It was supposed to be a really coming together moment because you and your sister hadn't spoken.
Right.
And so that kind of blew up and escalated. In that moment, going back to that, was it a moment where you were just like, you know what, I just got to say this, I got to get it off my chest? Or did you even think about it? Like, did it just come out?
Girl, before I even went to film, I was in a car and I said, okay, I'm going to put on my imaginary What Would Jesus Do bracelet. And during the filming, I kept looking down at my arm like, okay, what would Jesus do? And then I started rocking, and it's like I was looking at my arm. Also, the thing slipped off my arm. The imaginary thing slipped off, and when I felt attacked, it was just lies. Like when I walked in, my sister she did not want to work that out. I walked into, oh, you think you're better than everybody else. You don't know how to treat people. It was like, and I'm sitting here like, this is our first conversation, and you doing this in front of the cameras? Like we supposed to be making up right now. So, and I even brought my daughter. A lot of people's like, why she bring her daughter? I brought my daughter because I was like, if they see my daughter, they're like, oh, this is my niece. You know what I'm saying? Let's be a big family. But honey, it was like she was sitting there, but she wasn't. Like they just totally just ignored her sitting there. So I just felt like I was being beaten up on. And it was just lies. And I was like, okay, I know how to shut you up with the truth. And it just came out. It wasn't planned. It was something that I had forgiven her for. Something that I had swept under the rug because I felt so attacked. And I had to, that was my defense mechanism, and I just had to, and it just came out.
And for those who don't know, it's a lot of layers to it. I'll try to give a brief overview of kind of what's going on. Candy, you did a great job of kind of breaking it down on speak on it. But I believe Tiny, was it your mom who found out about Sound Exchange?
Yes.
Okay, so years ago, Tiny's mom found out about Sound Exchange, which is kind of like a union that gives artists.
Similar to a union. I don't know. It might be a union, but for artists. So basically, whereas a lot of songwriter unions collect royalties for us as songwriters, you know how always people hear like airplay royalties, only the songwriters get paid.
Right.
So when Sound Exchange started in the early 2000s, they basically collected a performance royalty for artists from, songs playing on the radio. And
performance, like if you sing your song,
The performance
you
royalties.
get paid for that.
yeah. So a lot of us, it's a lot of people who still don't know about Sound Exchange, and they have collected royalties. So by the time we found out about it, they had already collected some money. So it was a nice piece of change that each person was supposed to receive, I guess. I didn't know about it either. Like Tiny's mom signed me up.
Tiny's mom signed all of us up.
That's what I was going to ask you. So she signed all of you up. So Candy and Tiny, you guys got your checks. Tamika, you were not receiving a check.
It was like a couple of years later, and she called. She was like, "Baby, Tiny just got a nice little check, baby. Did you get your check, baby?" I said, "What check?" She said, "Baby, the check I signed you up a few years ago." I said, "I haven't seen a check."
Yeah.
So I didn't know. So she's like, "I'm gonna get on the phone. Let me find out where your money." So once she did her investigation, it was like my address had been changed. She put my address in. At the time, I was living in New York. So she put my New York, it was changed to my mom and my sister's address. My sister was living with my mom at that time.
Okay. And so you still really don't know how the address got changed.
No.
So
I mean, I know, but
Well, yeah.
I didn't do it. And Miss Diane didn't do it.
Yeah. And so allegedly, according to you, Tamika, the checks were going. I'm pulling a Candy. Allegedly.
Allegedly, you got me here.
She got on the phone with the guy who basically at the time was running, I guess, that department, and he basically gave her the address where her checks had been going, and he also told her these checks are being cashed. So she was like, being cashed, and then she wanted to see the checks, and
they sent the copies of the checks. On the back of the check was a fake handwriting that said my name and my sister's husband's name. It was cash in his account.
Wow.
So I like endorsed.
Endorsed. Back then, I don't know if they can still do it now.
Yeah.
But 9 years ago, you could do that.
All I can say to that, with a sister like that, who needs enemies? Talk about keeping your enemies close, right? And Tasha out here doing interviews, pushing the narrative that Tamika is a liar with mental issues. Just a hot damn mess. I'm a big fan of Xscape and SWV. I don't like seeing what the sisters are going through, but I have to say, Tasha, you, my sister, need a reality check. I think Tamika should go on ahead and press charges on Tasha and her husband, Rocky, with his creepy behind. We'll talk about him in another video. Stay tuned. And the mama, because I'm sure she got a little some of that money too. Hence why she keep trying to shut Tamika up and make her leave this situation alone. But we'll see how this plays out. It's only a 6-episode series, and they have 2 more to go. So we'll see. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And hit that notification bell so y'all see when I drop new videos. And follow me on all my platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. All at Sister Girl Talk TV.